What's up? It's Lip Service. I'm Angela Yee.
I'm Gigi Maguire.
I'm Laura Mora.
And you don't know the queen of dancehall, Spice.
I know that's right. The queen of dancehall.
Period.
The Grammy-nominated queen of dancehall.
Hello.
I keep
Okay,
forgetting.
let's not forget that.
That's right. Congratulations.
I saw Stefflon Don saying, look, no matter what, Spice is the queen of dancehall.
Big up Steph London. You know, we song go number one. We're rocking. The song hot and I love it, you know. We're just a clockwork, so.
You like a A&R too, because you got a song with Carly Red, and people are like,
Yes.
Carly Red got a hit.
I know, right? So the funny thing is, Carly Red's song is called Work, and then Steph London's song is called Clockwork. And Carly Red is so spoiled because when I was telling her, I already have a song with Steph London called Work. Can we change the name? She's like, oh, but we still saying Work. And I'm like, okay. So I'm going to have two songs called Work.
But you are like, you know, even with Carly Red, seeing you working with her and just making sure you kind of like molded her to be able to put out a hit song.
Yeah. And it was a hard molding. Let's say that. It was a long process. But the thing with Carly is, you know, she wasn't doing music for a long time.
Right.
She kind of stopped. So when she approached me to do a song, I'm like, you know, not because we're best friend, we have to get it right. We have to make sure, say, I'm not just going to do a song with you because you know me and because we're a friend. It's still got to be, you know, I take my craft seriously.
Yeah. Right.
And I'm very meticulous and...
You wasn't playing with her.
Yeah. We just have to get it wrong. Right.
And you have some gifts for us today, I saw.
I do.
So, and this is...
peeped it.
And this is a song, by the way, that had some people in their feelings.
A lot of people.
Yeah, because you could
A
tell...
lot of men.
You could tell when men have little dicks by who got mad.
Period.
No,
Exactly, that
seriously.
part.
Because if your
part.
dick is big, you like break out the tape measure.
I
But
like
if it's
that.
not, you like, oh, fuck that. Why y'all ladies, you care about that?
So I expected to get more bashing from it when I did it. Because when I put out the uncut version, did you see the uncut version?
No, I only saw the...
You never saw the uncut version?
Well, maybe what happened on
We
that?
have to stop and make to watch the uncut version. We can't talk about what we're going to say. It's all over on my Twitter. Spice Official on Twitter.
I follow Instagram. You know, Instagram will take that right down.
I know,
Right.
so that's why I never posted over Instagram.
Let me go look at this right now.
Look at it right now.
Right.
Go on my Twitter,
Let me look
Spice
too.
Official, and watch the video, the uncut
official
version.
music, the uncut.
Spice Official.
I see. Are there real dicks in there?
Oh my.
I can't believe someone never see it.
No, because I don't use my Twitter as much. That's the problem.
That's true. When I was posting this video, I was like, they're going to take my Twitter account. But
no,
me
the
never
Twitter,
care.
anything goes.
I know.
Say that right now.
So I went over Twitter and I posted it and I was like, oh my God. But it works because it fit with the song.
Now let me...
Ooh, you find it.
Yes,
not
it's
even
pinned
I
on
can't
your
see it.
Twitter.
Why is my Wi-Fi not working?
Girl, it's swinging and everything.
Can we see
Oh,
Okay, here it is. Here it
Tape
is.
Measure is on my album Emancipated. The song is called Tape Measure. So me have to show the real thing.
So how was the casting for that?
Look at
How was the casting for that uncut
come in.
version of the video?
Let me see.
It's just there, honey. It's just existing.
Is that intimidating?
Girl, yes.
It's huge.
And it's not hard. It's just slinging. So could you
imagine.
So it's slinging huge. So imagine when it stand up.
Wow. Somebody
That's
look
a
at
lot.
that shit.
She look at it again.
And the balls is mad. Wow.
Oh my gosh. He looked like he know it too.
Yeah, he's just sitting there
It's
like,
just there.
He knows it.
wow. I'm hot.
Me get hot too. Or me I take more dates.
So you never ran
When I
from
do
a
it
dick.
something like that right now. I've ran. Yeah, I have. I run from it
I
sometimes.
so did. I was like, the guy told me, you're making me uncomfortable. I said, no, you're making me uncomfortable. Like,
Really?
this hurt.
I don't think them knows it hurt. And I think they like to push it far.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
really far.
They want to hurt
They
you.
trying to
enjoy
hit your
seeing
They want you to
the
not
pain.
walk.
Right.
Yeah, but me like it too.
Yeah, it's good. You know what's good? Because you need like a dick that you need two hands for, not one.
Right.
You know what
But
I mean?
you have on the other hand, you have some people, they okay with like a small dick or a regular size. So with that being said, what number is good for you?
Pull out that tape measure. Let's see.
Right.
Oh, I brought gifts for you. Where's my bag?
Yeah,
And
we need to,
I have
it's in that corner.
a lot of gifts.
All right,
I
we'll
have
wait
live
on that.
gifts
So
too.
let me see. So if you could say like, What's a good size? Because it's not just the length.
It's the girth.
Long and skinny is not good either, by the way.
It don't feel good.
Yeah.
It's for fat.
Yeah, we need like
So
a
it's have
pudgy.
a little something.
Pudgy.
What number is good for you?
We need it thick.
I would say about, what's this? Like,
That's huge, Laura.
Thank you.
yeah, it's just, I don't mind it being big, but you can't just ram it up in me. You have to slowly and
gotta
get
eat
me
it
right.
hard to
And
do
you know
it.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I have to be a little tipsy.
That's why
I
in
have to be-
Jamaica them say, I know the size of the gun or the effect of the bullet.
Period.
Meaning it doesn't matter what size you have to know for use it. You have to know for work it. You have to know for make the something. You understand? Roll up and down a little bit and, you know.
You got to eat the pussy first, too, when you do that, too.
Yeah, like
Like
I-
you-
part there.
You have to.
it's like a whole process to it. You got to get me ready and build
See, I'm
me up
not used
for
to
it.
that part because you know,
Right,
I'm
I'm
from
about to say, being a
Jamaica,
Jamaican
and the man
woman,
them at Jamaica,
they don't
They
do
lying.
it.
They
That's
claim.
not true.
No, let's be clear.
They definitely do
them
it.
claim. Them that do it. But all of the girls in Jamaica get them thing eating. Some
Yeah.
they don't what eat it if I don't pay or what.
Trying to think. Have I
They just
been
don't
with a
talk about
Jamaican?
it. They eat it,
You
but they
been
don't
with a
talk about
Jamaican?
it.
I'm trying to think. I don't know.
The first guy who ate my pussy was Jamaican.
Stop it, man,
Look at
Angela.
that.
Don't
Right,
do that.
it's
She
true.
says that all the time.
It's
Yeah,
true.
no, she says that all the time.
I don't believe
Yeah, he was like
Yeah.
Jamaican.
And whenever
like,
we have this
Never believe
conversation.
her.
his parents would leave him and go to Jamaica for like months at a time.
Don't
Oh,
do that.
shit,
Never believe her.
It's
She just
true.
wanna say-
Listen, no,
Yeah,
I
the
believe
first time
her.
that ever happened was
But I
he was
don't-
Jamaican.
Him do it good.
The guy I lost my virginity to was Jamaican too.
Oh really? Oh,
But
so
was
love
he-
the Jamaican
was
man, them
he-
Jamaican
I'm
man,
from,
them
I'm
can
from
give you good.
Brooklyn, so
Right,
you
Jamaican
know we
man,
got.
them really know if put it down good.
Yeah, they be lying, girl. They
Gotta
know.
see.
We
We-
know.
Okay. Well, here's my little gift. You got to keep it in your purse.
Aw.
This is
I
good.
take measure, yeah. For,
You
know.
ready?
Imagine you pull that
Imagine a guy walks up to you.
You be like,
and
hold
you're
on.
like, what's your number? And he thinks you want a phone number. And you're like, no, not that number. This number.
OMG. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
It is true though, because you never want to be shocked. Like you always like before you have sex with a guy, you want to kind of feel his lump to get an idea. You want to feel it because it's
No,
nothing.
but wait. So there's a lot of things that you can do before you have sex with a guy. Because you don't want to waste your time. You know, you're
No.
dating a guy, you want to wait like a little 6 months and try feel him out. And then you go have sex with him and you're kind of disappointed. There's a lot of things you can do to figure it out before you even go there.
Show us Professor Spice.
Sure.
Right.
Okay. Can I have these beautiful gentlemen?
She's
Uh-oh.
whoa.
No way.
Yes,
Wait a second.
yes, all the way. We got a queen of that.
She is a contractor. We didn't know what was going
All the
on.
way.
Wait a
You can
minute.
stand right here on either side.
Okay,
Okay.
don't get everybody in
Yeah,
trouble. You know.
Hey, oh. All right,
All right,
now.
let's
Yeah,
see.
man.
I was wondering what he was doing over there looking
Dan,
like
you're
that.
looking too hard.
Hey, guys.
Okay, so what
how's
are
it
we doing? Let's see.
going?
Can you tell?
Welcome.
Just
I
by
feel like
looking.
a pervert. I'm looking straight at them.
I mean,
We
it's
need
at
to
eye
get.
level.
Hold on, we need consent first. Do we
Yes.
have consent to look?
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
Are you guys
Okay.
feel comfortable? You okay with this?
Okay.
Them
Okay,
confident.
okay.
See, that's what
He
I'm
said-
talking about. Confident. I like man with confident. Anybody who have a problem with my tape measure song, them just not confident. Them not have that.
So show us how this works.
All right, how this works now. First thing you want to do, a guy come up to you, you got to look at his hands. Because the size of his, the shape of his hands, the size of his hands, it also tell you the size I'm dick.
They said it. I think if they said if the ring finger is longer than the pointer finger.
So
I don't know how I know that.
let's start right here. So he have a big hand. If you put your hand in it, him have a big hand. Say no, Sam already have something working with. You notice how this finger is extremely long
Yeah, see, that's what I was
And
saying.
it's thick.
and his hands is thick.
Okay.
But something with their thumb, it got to be fat because remember when you were talking about like the size, it can't be too slim.
Right. We need a little
We
girth.
need a little girth. So we got to check his thumb. See
All right,
this?
so let's see his thumb.
If it's
Okay, his
fat-
thumb is, you got a thick thumb.
That
You
ain't
got a
all.
thick thumb. That's one way. Another way too, you got to look at this part of his hand. Come right here.
Okay, let's see. She studied
His
this.
forearm.
Right here, from the
Okay.
wrist to the elbow. Mm-hmm. You see that? This is because this is also the size of his shoe size.
Okay.
And when a man have a big foot, them say him have a big.
Yeah,
Big
that's what they
hands,
say. Yeah.
big foot.
So without
fat
knowing
thumb.
what size shoes he wear, you look at right here from his wrist to his elbow because this is the size of his shoes.
That's why
you
they
know
say
that,
it's the
right?
size of a
Yes.
baby.
Mhm.
The
Yeah.
size of his shoes is from here to here. Anywhere you drop him, put it. So he is wearing like a size 11 or 12. So you know him got a big, long thing.
Okay,
You know?
so
That
we know
big?
that.
So
So
we
has
know
anybody
that.
ever seen a Bigfoot man with a small dick?
Have you ever had that?
Nah.
Because it's also about proportion, right? Because if, you know, okay.
Right.
So now,
he's proportioned right.
So that's how we can tell. Okay, let's see your hand. Let me see his
No,
thumb.
let me see. Check it out. Let me see how you examine him.
Okay, let's see.
The thumb. This
now
part.
we got to see this part.
First of all, that forearm is long as
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a long arm.
So he's okay.
Yeah, so that's how you check it out. But how do we know? Like for sure, because I'm sure there's exceptions to the rule.
Another thing is bow legs.
Okay.
The shape of their
yes,
legs
because he can't.
is another thing. So there's a lot of cues.
Yeah, them legs got to open up to make room for that thing to swing on through.
You gotta check out a lot of things. You gotta watch them. You have to look what size shoes. Watch from yesterday to yesterday what size them working with. Look at their fingers.
Okay.
And if them have bow leg, it's gone. It's a sell.
He's like, he can't even close his legs.
Yes.
So
bow leg, yes.
Wait, I know about that bow leg.
So we're not gonna measure it?
You gotta look in their mouth too. If they're fully dressed, yeah, you can measure, of course.
Here, Laura.
Wait, we're not gonna measure now?
No, she wants to.
I'm like, I want to see if it's true.
Now, what about if he's a grower and not a shower? Because you know that happens too. Sometimes it appears small.
Yes.
But then, how can you can't really.
Okay, I'm not supposed to call names. Sorry.
Ooh.
No.
You caught yourself. We got you, girl.
Oh, don't say his name.
I forgot. Well,
That'd have been interesting. You'd have been all over the place. She said.
Yeah, it can work that way.
Yeah, because those sometimes it's very deceptive. Like it's cold out. He took a cold shower and it's tiny, but then all of a sudden you're like, damn, where that came from?
Yeah.
What about circumcision?
I like when they're circumcised.
Okay. Have you ever had somebody who wasn't?
I think not. I don't know. I think so.
Now let me ask you, because the rumor is that Jamaican men don't go down, but what about women? Do you guys?
The girl them do it.
But do you say you don't? You bow down.
I think everybody do it, and some will say they don't. It's just a truth thing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just a Jamaican thing when it comes down to oral sex.
Right.
Everybody just
so you can't admit it here.
They can't admit it. So
I said you can't admit it.
Me?
Yeah.
Right.
She's like, can you admit it?
See, that's the thing. It's not a part of my upbringing.
Right. So yes.
So no, I don't. It's not a part of my upbringing. We don't really get a kick out of them. If the man them not open to do it, especially they wouldn't do it to me because they know I'm an artist. They feel like I might tell everybody.
Right.
So I'm not growing into the lifestyle there.
Okay.
So it's not something that I'm really into because I wasn't raised that way.
Wow.
That's interesting.
I remember the first time I
missing
come to
out.
Atlanta. I know people say that all the time, but I remember the first time I come to Atlanta and the girls time I go to the strip club. That was like the first time I went to a strip club. Just recently, like 2-3 years ago.
Oh, Gigi, you need to take her out.
Right.
Gigi, you gonna bring me out?
You need to take her out. You need to
Get you a good
get a tongue lashing.
Oh. You know what?
Ooh. But I have a lot of fantasy though.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Like, what's your fantasy?
Oh God, why are we bringing it up? Why are we telling her?
But go ahead.
No, that's one of my fantasy though too, to be tongue down real good.
Okay.
With ice cream and a lot of things.
Chocolate syrup, little candle wax.
Yeah, but that's only because sometimes you watch blues and you see certain things and you're like, damn,
That's probably nice.
Lift them up in the ear, and I'm like, I want to feel that.
Yeah, that's nice.
How can we're talking about women? How can men tell if a woman has good pussy? Is there any way to tell? Can you look at our hands?
Because the man them out there say them are gonna measure with all, so
You know what?
measure the whole.
way to tell? Measure the all.
It's got to be like
How do you know?
1 inch.
You don't know.
You don't.
It's a straight gamble. You usually just go by physical. Oh, she's.
But when you
can
get
make it good, try to make it good because she's so hot, she turns you on. But in terms of her interaction, she's what turns up to the next level. Her sensuality.
Oh.
Yeah, like what makes good
Is it
pussy?
true that all pussy feel the same?
No, absolutely
No.
It can't be.
Absolutely not. No.
They're like, no, absolutely not.
And it's not just the actual vagina, but it's everything. It's the body, it's the chemistry, it's the movements, it's the moans and the even your scent. Like
I know they say about space teeth. I have space teeth. They say when you have space teeth, it's good.
Okay.
What?
What size are your feet?
10.5.
What size are your feet?
12.
Oh, he got you. No, man.
I was say you got something in your pocket.
Measurement.
That is some keys. In his
Okay,
pocket.
thank God. 'Cause I was like, wait,
What is that in your pocket? Now, all right. Well, thank you guys. I appreciate y'all for coming in here.
Wait, so we're not gonna measure it?
Laura's trying to use
Laura
her tape
wants to measure it. Do you need to go in the corner
go
and do
ahead.
something?
I'm lying. I'm playing. It
Go
looked.
ahead,
He said, "Go right ahead."
See it.
He said, "Measure that print." He said, "Don't talk about it being
I'll get it from there. Let's see. Let's see.
It's already
So
printing.
I don't want to touch it.
Don't touch it.
Oh, but
He's
it's
like, "Go ahead, touch
printed.
You can't see.
Dog is 7. Oh, and it's down here too. It's circumcised.
How do we know that's real?
Because I see the.
It's 8 dead.
You want to see if this? Oh, I'm not gonna. But you want to see if it's real or something?
No,
Oh my God.
How do we know?
So it's sleeping and you're at 8, right?
Like I know the end of it is right here, so it's like 8.
I tell you what, in big finger, you can't see the head. You saw it fat?
The head right there, you see the little curve and it goes over. Give me a second.
Let me see.
Okay, he's almost because you know his jeans kind of tight.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit. Okay, I see it.
I see that thing laying on your leg.
How did you do this casting call?
Yeah,
Right.
I did it in Atlanta, so big up to Molly.
And we mean
Molly,
big.
the Caucasian girl.
Oh, I
she's
love
like,
Molly. Yes,
Oh,
I
you
know Molly. Yeah,
Yeah, she's the one that did the casting for me.
Molly do all
And
the good
baby,
castings.
Let me tell you something. When she did the casting, this is like I wasn't supposed to talk about this, but I was wet in my bed the night when she was sending me all those pictures.
How did you choose? Oh my God!
I chose the guy that I used just based on him being dead and how big and thick
Right.
it was.
Already.
Already.
I love how y'all say dead.
Yeah, it was dead. Like it was
yeah.
down. It wasn't.
I know, but that's
never
just a
rise
funny
up,
way
it
to
never
say
stand
it. Oh, your dick is dead right now.
That's dead right now. Let me bring that thing to life real quick.
That's how the guy in that uncut, it was dead and big.
That's what
Yes,
you're talking about.
that's
That was a.
Yeah, that's what you're talking
That
about.
tape measure video, it went viral the first couple of minutes I put it out.
And the guys be so mad about stuff like that.
Yeah,
You know,
but
they
do it
do
to us all the time.
Right.
They do it to us all
Why-
the time.
Why can't
You
we
know they
objectify
could dish
you?
it, but they can't take it. That's
Exactly, them dish it and can't take it. But tape measure is doing extremely good. And my whole album, Emancipated,
Yes.
it's doing good.
All right, so let's
Yes.
talk about what my favorite song is on there. And
What's
I,
your
and I
favorite
was playing
song?
it for them before you came in here. What would you think it is?
Is
If
it
you-
Clap Clap?
I like that song too, but
Is it Crop Top?
I like that, but that's not the favorite.
Oh, really?
My favorite song on there is Bake a Man.
Bake a man.
Yes. That's one of my favorites.
That is
Girl.
our favorite song.
10 cups of money. Yes.
No, I like Baker Man too, definitely.
Because listen, we always say that. Like, I wish I could create.
My own, and I don't think that the guys really understand. Like for me, I'm dating someone, but it's always just a little thing, and you're like, I don't know if you've ever been in this position, but you think, could I take that from my ex and
Yes.
just put it on him, or
Man.
you know?
Yes.
I don't think they know that.
I
We
think
think
all
that
women
way.
have had that thought
Right.
at one point.
Yes,
like he would
at
be
one
so
point.
perfect if he just
Because
had
it'd be
this
like,
with
man,
him.
I like him. He's got money. He's cool,
Yeah.
but he ain't got
I
this
like
guy's
his
personality.
personality. I told you. That's what made me write the song. Like when I was penning it, I was like, if I could really just make a perfect man, you
Right.
know how happy we would be.
Man, you'd be like,
Damn.
he's great in bed, but he's,
But
you know.
he's lacking something.
Exactly. But if you could put all of those things together.
Yeah, and then sometimes, I don't know if you've ever had like a friend or maybe like a best friend, but he's a man or, you know, and him have such a good personality and him a best friend and you wish you had that in your man. Right. So it's like, it's always something that's
You'd be like, he's
missing.
ugly, but he's nice.
I know.
Yes.
There's always something we're missing. So I do like that song a lot.
All right, so let me ask you this. So you named some things in that song that would be ingredients. So if you had to put them in order, right? If you talk about money, you talk about dick size, you talk about personality, you talk about, let's say sense of humor, success. What order would you put, like as far as what's the most important thing, most important ingredient to bake the perfect man?
I would start with personality first.
Okay.
Because I'm big on chemistry. And I feel like if you and him don't have that chemistry, something is gonna be off. So I first have to feel you. I've got to feel like you're my friend. We have the companionship there. So the personality is very important because I'm big on energy. So I go off of that first, the personality. And after the personality, it may sound kind of fucked up, but I would have to go with his financial status first. Reason being is because I have dated in the past where a guy has less than me, but then it becomes a problem.
Right.
I feel like a lot of men are intimidated by strong women or successful women. It's just the truth.
Yeah.
Right.
So it brings in a lot of ego into the relationship.
Yeah, it makes them
So I
not feel
tell
good about themselves. And then they treat you a certain way.
Exactly.
Or they might feel insecure and then they cheat because of their own insecurities
Because
and
of
their
them
ego.
own tell me about it. I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna date a guy again where I've less than me.
Okay,
I
that's
can't.
fair because
I've tried
you've
before.
had an experience.
I've had the experience before and I've
You're
tried, but
traumatized
it's
from
too
it.
much
Right.
ego comes with it, and not every man can date a strong woman.
Okay, so personality, then financial.
Financial. He got to be God-fearing because I'm a God-fearing woman as well. So he got
Okay,
to
so that's
believe in
before
God.
dick size.
Yes.
Okay.
Because, because I'm so good in the bedroom, I know that if him have a 8, I still can work with it.
You said 8 like that's really small.
Right.
So it's big.
8 is not. That's
is
bigger than
more-
average.
That
Yeah.
man just had an 8. And it wasn't even
God. She
No,
said he has
average
an
was
8. I
an
can
8
still work with
Average,
that.
average is
Do you
like
see how big 8 is? Let me show you guys.
Isn't average like
This is
6?
6.
This is 8 right here.
Average is like
That's
6.
pretty
But I
big.
just said I could work with an 8.
Okay, can you work with a 3?
No.
No.
3.
What if he's
can't work-
God-fearing?
No.
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 With money.
No.
With a lot of money.
No.
And he has a great personality.
No.
What you say with money? Wait,
And a nice personality. And God-fearing. But a little
Add,
dick.
he's
two
a
more,
3.
add 2 more to that at least, Angela.
No, a 3.
Not even 2.
That's too. Listen.
That's
We
dead.
can't work with 5.
5.
What if? Okay, you could work with 5.
No.
You can't work with 5.
I wouldn't
feel like I
want
could
to
work
work
with
with 5.
I could work with
6
5.
Be a lot of
is about
giggling.
average.
It's gonna be a lot of tickling, a lot of giggling.
tickles. You know how awful
You gotta
that would be
sit
for
on
a
top of
man if
him.
you tell him it tickles when he's trying to have sex with you.
Wait, I want to know what the real average is.
The real average is 7.5 or 8, right?
We
I
about
think
to find
that's
out.
No, I
average.
think it's a 6.
It's
I
a
think
6.
I think 6 too.
Yeah, because you got to think it's not just.
6 dead. So
Yeah,
6
no,
dead.
no.
6 standing.
6. Yes, that's the average erect penis is 6 inches. You have to think it's all cultures too. You know, it is 6, right?
I'm about to look.
Yeah, I'm pretty
You
sure.
can't
it's
even
6.
do this. Like,
6 is. I think 6 is not bad. I could do that.
I mean,
That's
I
how
could
you
do
will.
it.
Let me tell you something. See,
It says 5.16.
see, 5.16
Is
5 and a
average.
half. Yeah,
Erect.
No, 5.1.
They're doing
Oh.
that because, men been very emotional about their size. So they're just trying to make men feel good. But I
Yeah.
think 6
I think
Wait
is-
till they start doing PBLs.
I know.
They
know
already do
what?
that.
They
You know
already
how
do
many?
Average.
I just made that up.
average
A
They do.
BBL,
is
Brazilian
between
penis
5
They
and
do.
5.5.
When I when I tweeted the tape measure song, I think it was Dr. Miami.
Oh no, it was a doctor. She hit me up actually because I think I talked about it
Oh, you
on the
did?
Breakfast Club, and she hit me up like, "Thank you so much," because she was talking about the work that she does,
Right.
to help
And-
increase the penis size.
Okay, yeah, a lot of doctor was DMing me too,
Average.
saying, "Hey, can we collab? I got a solution." So they can do,
Do you know how many authorizations I approved for penis enlargements? Because I worked in an insurance company.
Oh.
So they'll send,
Insurance
but they
covers
have
that?
to send like the progress notes. They have to send a pic because you have to take pictures of it. And Jesus
Oh.
Christ, it was so interesting because I didn't have to look at all of that, but I
So
would.
But you
insurance
did.
So there
covers
was
that?
2s.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
That's like a
It's-
mental health
for
issue.
some men is
Oh.
a mental, some men is a mental
Oh,
health.
I was kidding, but it really
and some
is.
men also other illness can cause them to not, especially
Not
older
stand.
men. Yeah.
Oh,
If them can't
erectile
waste it, them
Yes.
faces.
dysfunction.
Yes.
What about testicle size? Does that matter?
Oh my God, it can't. That man in that video testicles was huge.
I mean, it matched his huge penis though.
Right.
Yeah, it's all relative.
Yeah,
Smacking the
it,
shit.
But
it
does that
has
matter?
to balance out though.
Don't do that to him.
No, I mean, I'm
hurts.
thinking when he going in there, how hard is smacking
Smacking
down
you.
there? Yeah.
But it feels good.
I like the smack.
See,
Yeah, the smack
It's like a
feels good.
pendulum.
but Spice, so
It's
do
like
you?
a rocket?
So do you suck it too? Do you?
Yeah, you're interested in all that. You asked me before you come
Yeah.
back with it. You really want to?
Because I mean, that's a difficult thing to suck.
No, I don't.
That's why you like big dicks. Because everybody knows if you suck dick, don't nobody want to suck something that big.
No.
I mean,
Could you?
I mean, it's too much.
it's a lot.
You gotta use your hand and then only just do the top of it, and you gotta pretend.
yeah, just put a whole bunch of spit and go like that while you're on the top,
Yeah.
and go up with it and down. That much I know.
Wow, Gigi.
Me and This is what my friend Mida talk about, the washing machine.
But
that was the sound effect.
Some guys tell me
that.
Some guys tell me they're not really with all that putting it down your throat. Like, just make sure the head, you suck that right and you suck that part.
Well, that's really where most of the nerve endings are. The same as, with our clitoris, most of our nerve endings is in and around the clitoris. Most of the nerve endings in the male penis is at the tip. So they get the most pleasure. I mean, for novelty and shits and giggles, a lot of guys like that. But for real, if you really want to get to it, you really don't have to go that far.
I was like, thank God.
So that's why you got to, when you're riding, you got to stay at the top. So you quint it.
Yes.
But don't go up too high. Yeah. And then come back down if it hurts somebody.
Hurt yourself.
Now, last time we talked about your favorite position, if you recall. Now, I got to ask you this. So have you done anal?
No. I haven't.
That's why you like big dicks again.
I haven't tried it before.
She don't have no plans on trying it either.
I tell myself that I'm old school. My friends and I talk about that all the time. I say I guess that's why I'm single now, because I'm so old school.
But you are dating someone.
That's what
I'm single.
But you're you're not dating anybody. You're not going out on dates. You're not.
I just came out of a relationship. I was in a serious relationship, and I just came out of it. So
how do you feel? Do you feel like a burden is off of you? Are you still like? How does it feel?
The truth is, because I was in love with him, but he wanted me to do a lot of changes, and then I just felt overwhelmed. Like, he's not accepting me for me. Right. He didn't like the way how I dance on stage, because Jamaican culture, we dance with the man very, very kind of sexual, and the way I dress on stage and stuff like that. He wasn't comfortable with like a little things. So I had to choose. Right. I can't finesse his ego. This is me, the queen of dancehall. So it's like, you have to accept me for who I am. And
I don't want to work and then argue. Who I am. Yeah, I don't want to work and then have to argue with you. No. Did he like the tape measure video?
No, sir.
I mean, but going back to like how you dance and perform and everything, you are an entertainer. If I was together with
him, I couldn't do that video.
No, you could have never done that.
None.
Did he hit you up afterward? Like, what the fuck?
He's not liking it at all.
Well, it's not up for him to like.
Right. And he's an ex, right?
He's my ex.
It's over. So it don't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
So is that like the sole reason really that you guys broke up, just because you don't want to compromise?
If he probably do an interview, he's going to say, I don't listen, I'm stubborn or whatever. But I've been doing this all my life for 20 years by myself. So when you go into a serious relationship for like 2 years and somebody's telling you, but wait, you got to stop doing this and you got to do that, and it's going to be a problem. I'm a single mother. You know what I'm saying? I have my 2 kids. This is how me make my money. I'm the queen of dancehall. So my can't say, oh, wait. A lot of women do this though, and then them end up get because the man can get up and leave anytime. So I could have said, oh, I'm in love. I'm going to stop wearing my blue wigs and I'm going to stop dancing like this on stage. And then the next year, him left me and gone. You crazy? No.
Like, hell no.
I feel like you got to take me for who I am, and love me for me.
First of all, you've been doing this for such a long time. It's hard to believe that your debut album came out, like, when was it, last year?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's already hard to believe. Right. Yep. But you really hit a stride, And I just feel like this would be a terrible time for you to be like,
to try to change.
To stop and change.
Or ask me to compromise.
That would be career suicide.
My dreams, my passion, what I love.
Compromise the dream. Those are the words. Yeah, because you got to understand, I've been fighting for this for all my life. I've been in the business for 20 years. Right. I spoke about, being in my contract with you for the past 10 years and I couldn't get out of my deal with my past record label, being my own manager, doing everything by myself, taking things into my own hands, fighting for survival, fighting for my kids, making sacrifice, leaving my kids behind in Jamaica to come here in America to hustle and, create this dream life. But when I meet you, you can't say, well, hold up, everything that you've worked for, let's kind of rearrange it a little bit. It's like meeting the owner for KFC and I tell him to change the way them fry the chicken.
Right.
Yeah. Take away some of them herbs and spices.
No, sir.
That was big for you to come from Jamaica like that and then like to go to Atlanta and then I'm pretty sure that was tough.
Like, and Love and Hip Hop I feel like Love and Hip Hop helped you too. Yes. For some people it doesn't, but I do feel like
because a lot of people was bashing me when I was going on it. They must say, you're the queen of dancehall, where you go on Love and Hip Hop that. But I feel like it helped to catapult my career. So I was grateful that I made that decision.
A wider audience.
It definitely did.
And I love that they added you to the cast anyway, period. Because I think that representation is important.
Yeah.
Because I'm a big fan of dancehall and reggae and soca. Thanks. I am and everything. And so, but for me to see you on there, I was happy for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So what were you going to say about your breakup? Would it help?
No, I was going to say, even though everything, it was hard for me because I did love him. So when you you're put in a position where you have to choose between love and what you love, is hard.
Right.
Because my career is my everything. It's what I love, but I can't, when I was put in that position and I made that decision that night, I was like, it's hard.
Wow. So you made that decision, and he said it's either that or me.
No, he didn't say that. You
said it.
Yeah. There was a lot of moving parts.
You think there's any going back? Like if he was like, look, I miss you so much, like, do your thing.
Like I said, I did love him, but we both would have to change a lot of things.
What about him bothered you?
What about him?
Yeah, like if you said we both have to change.
The fact that little things bothered him. Mm-hmm. That's what bothered me.
It all comes down to you.
A lot of things. A lot of little things that bother him. I was like, that's nothing. Like, I'm a fun person. I want to be able to do, whatever. Just little things that bothers him that bothered me, and I was. And
he should be celebrating like the success that you have. Even seeing you at Fashion Week here in New York, you did the Laquan.
Mm-hmm. I was on the countertop, so I was like by the selector booth.
I saw you in Diplo.
Diplo, big up to Diplo. Winnie Harlow was there too as well, and me have to turn it up and show them. Say, listen, me the queen of dancehall, me there in the club. This is what we do.
Period.
I got to party with you because
Laura be going crazy
on the stage now. Killer, I got nervous. I'm not gonna lie. She was like, "Come on, Laura, you want to go on the stage?" I said, "Yeah." When the lady jumped up, flip, I was like, "Wait, but I can't do that." I just stand back here for a second.
They all came to my Angela Yee day. I do every year. Mr. Killer performed. Oh. And I told Laura, I said, when he get up,
he's gonna go. I have a song with him coming out. It's a soca song. I can't wait.
You listen.
And I can't wait to perform on stage with him because he's
y'all two together.
Top performer.
He is a top performer. The two of you together is gonna make
crazy.
The whole place.
I gotta see this.
I'm putting in my plug now. When you ever perform here, I'm going on stage. But before all the professionals go on stage, let me go first.
She got nervous. I was like, Laura, you gonna get up here with Mr. Killer? And she was like, and then she seen everything. She's like, nah, actually, I'm not.
Listen, them girls had them fringy little outfits
and into like splits. I was like, I used to be able to do that a long time ago, but now can I just whine on you real quick?
You know what?
Throw it back on you real quick.
Now, is anything ever too much for you? Like, has it ever been a situation where you've been performing and you're like, okay, that's just like not because like you said, it is very physical. But has anybody ever taken it too far?
A lot of times, because even when I perform, I jump in the crowd, I jump in the audience, and go dance with my, besties in front of the stage. But sometimes I go there, the man they might grab your ass there. But I mean, it's taking it too far. But I never turn around and snap anybody or conk them with the mic, even when I feel it, because I know, I know that every man have that little crush there on me sometimes.
Do you get them that look?
I call them on stage, they like it. Yeah. But if they might take it too far, I'm stopping at the audience, everybody know to back up. Because even when I go in the audience, girls that try wine for me to everybody. So, but you're an artist, so you have fans that their dream is they come to your show, I want Spice to call me on stage. Or when she calls somebody, I'm going up. So people do that, So I don't want to...
I feel like you gotta get Spice to come to the club to Rain,
right
in Atlanta and do something. I mean, I think that would be amazing.
So cool. Yeah, that would be fun.
Because by the way, Gigi is a professional trained dancer, but when she get on that pole, you gotta show her.
I used to be a exotic entertainer. And
I didn't know that. You forgot to teach me.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Yeah.
If you ever seen P Valley, a lot of that is fashioned after her.
Really?
Yeah.
I never know that.
Yeah.
I feel like a little one night only with Spice.
That would be fun.
My song Clap Clap, I'm planning to do a promotion in the strip clubs.
So there you go. You got to rain.
And Gigi was like the face of Magic City.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So when are you coming back to Atlanta?
She lives there.
I live there.
Oh, you do? So we gotta turn up. I'll send you the videos. No, I'm serious. Definitely. Clap, clap. I want to do it.
Send me the videos. When we going?
You gotta jump on the plane.
She said send me the videos. I'm gonna be there.
Now let's talk about this other song, right? Same Mouth.
Yes.
Because, I felt like, Spice, you've been through a lot of shit where people that you thought was cool with you have, talk shit. And so let's talk about that song a little bit. Because I feel like, it comes up for you.
It does.
A lot. Where you've been deceived by people who you thought were close to you. People,
a lot of times.
That same mouth where people be, saying they love you.
Same mouth. For me, I just feel like you got to be careful of people's mouth. Like you will have friends that literally will tell you, say them love you, but they will be the same one that will betray you.
And they're not your friends.
Yeah. And even your lover You know, anybody will come and say, oh, I love you so much, I this and that. And by the time you turn your back, they're the same one that's going to say, that bitch, da 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 da. So it's always just the same mouth. So when I was writing that song, I got a little emotional too, because I've been through so many betrayals with people that I've helped the most and done so much too. And yeah, I kept singing that song when I wrote it that day. Same mouth say yes at the same mouth, say no, same mouth, sell you out at the same mouth, you know. It's like the words are just so powerful in that song.
I think we all can relate to that though.
Absolutely.
Yeah, having people that, look, we all have stories.
Right. Can relate to that for sure.
Yes.
You know, people, and it is really always the people you help the most.
Yes.
That
And it's always the people that you love sometimes the most.
Yes.
But people who it's the ones you love that will hurt you, because if you don't love someone and you don't really care about them, they can't. Who cares?
That makes sense.
So it's always the one you love that hurts you. So that's why I said, you know, same out.
Are you forgiving? Like if somebody's like,
That's my hardest thing
To forgive.
to forgive. I pray about it a lot, but I can't seem
Let it
to
go.
get to that place where I'm easily forgiving.
if somebody's like, I was so
And I know,
wrong.
so you know when you know what your fault is, my fault is forgiving.
Right.
I'm hard to forgive. And I think it comes from me being who I am. So if I'm your friend, I'm a rider. I'm a straight up rider. I'm going to love you like genuinely. So if you do something to me, I feel like, why would you do that? I'll
hurt
never
that
do
much
that
more.
to you. So it's hard for me, but I feel like over the years, I try to think, everybody's not me. Everybody's not like me. Everybody's not going to give the same reaction. And that's what I use sometimes to try to get over it. But me just feel like people, they're adult. It mustn't be where you're going to betray me and then come say you're sorry because you know exactly what you were doing.
And you know, Spice, a lot of times when we see you publicly, you're having a good time, you're the life of the party, but I know you go through things. Like we've seen you on social media.
All the time. And then I remember when I was talking to Shaggy, he used to tell me about being vocal and too open and too emotional, because I'm very emotional. If I go on my phone right now, somebody says something about me, I'm going to go on live. I say, first of all, let me clap. And he's like, you're too big. You don't need to do that. I'm like, I'm not big. I'm still small. But he tried to coach me into not being so emotional and to realize that everybody go through their own little things in their unique way. Shaggy has been through so many things in this business that I've never heard about. And when he's telling me, I'm like, wait, what?
Wow.
And you keep that? Me couldn't do that. Me have to talk about it. And so, you know, I think that's something that I have to learn, but I don't think I'll ever learn it.
It's hard
How to be quiet.
But you know what? You kind of sometimes at a point now where everybody knows you.
Yes.
You kind of have to for your own peace to just be like.
That's the word, the peace. I can't sleep. I remember one time I went on live late in the night. I was trying to go to bed and it's riding me. And I'm like, fuck that. And let it out.
And then you feel better after you let it out?
Better.
Okay.
I cry about it.
And then I cry and go to sleep.
I cry about it. I cry about it and I check, and I always, like in situations, I always look at myself like, okay, what can you learn from this experience?
Yeah.
Or why do you think it happened? Or what did you do for it to lead up to that? Because sometimes people hurt you because they're hurt. So sometimes I try to look at that as well. Like, I know I didn't do nothing to deserve me. And some of those people that hurt you, they truly do love you, but they're so hurt inside themselves that they don't know how to navigate, you know, or they never experienced love, you know, to know the right way to love a person. And I'm talking about family, friends, even men. You know, sometimes. So that's like, I'm too forgiving. And I'm not going to say too forgiving.
I always feel like if you fuck me over, it's going to hurt you more than
it's
going
to
hurt me.
way.
That's how I look at it.
Karma don't sleep.
Exactly. I look at it like God at the end of the day.
I be like, I know how I am. And so I know it take a lot for me to get to the point where I don't fuck with you. But I know once I get to that, yes.
What month are you? Or you don't believe
January.
in signs?
I'm a Capricorn. I'm very stubborn, but I also am super nice. And very generous and very nice. You have to be really fucked up for me to not fuck with you.
Right.
You know, and then but once I get there, it's really kind of no going back. Yeah. You just don't exist. And the way that I am, I'm not gonna beef with you. You just don't exist to me.
Me, as you do me something, me vex. As my friend, them, I don't know, but I'm working on it. But I'm trying. But as
I have
somebody
a funeral for you in my head, and you're dead to me. Okay, you're like a dead dick to me.
I'm easy to cut off.
You're like a dead 3-inch dick to me.
I know.
I've grown. I'm
a no nonsense type of person.
Yeah. I'm getting there because I had to for my sanity. Because it's like you said, I wouldn't be able to sleep just thinking like, what went wrong. But now it's like it's easier for me. There's a lot of toxic friendships I had that used to treat me like crap.
Right. You're like,
and
I don't
loved
need to do
them
this
so much, but it got to a point where, and the people like, Ange would talk to me, and I have good friends that, really talk like, come on, Laura, like enough is enough. Together. Being nice is one thing and forgiving, but
I'd be like, man up, Laura.
Yeah. Right. So like, I slowly have been able to like, and it feels better. Yeah. Because it feels like a weight off your shoulder. Like,
I don't have to deal with anybody I don't want to. Now, how intimidating is it now for a guy to talk to you, knowing that his dick got to be big? Because like
I think it's very intimidating, but it's good for me because if you are not packing, you're not gonna approach me.
You're not gonna waste my time.
So you're not gonna waste my time. But
what if a guy said to you, "Look, I really like you. Now I know you, but I'm only 5 inches. I just gotta be completely honest.
I'm only 5 inches, but I'll lift you up over my face and suck on your
right. Will you not even consider it?
I mean, it depends on his personality and how everything else.
He gonna give you that suck me down with whipped cream fantasy, but he only got 5 inches.
You would God-fearing,
the personality. God-fearing, have money.
All of that.
And let's talk about takes care of his kids if he have any children. And the relationship with his mom. The relationship with his mom. And not only relationship with his mom, but listen how he talks about his ex-girlfriend. A lot of times us women, we get a hype out of him saying, ooh, that bitch, she did, she that is the same thing he gonna do with you. Yeah. That tells who he is.
I don't want to date no guy that calls women bitches.
No. Right. So if you're gonna date a man and him a dog out a next girl, he's gonna do the same thing to you. That's just his personality. So a lot of us get a kick out of when he's doing a certain girl a certain way. But no, I'm not make that mistake there 2 times. No.
Yeah, let us do that with our friends. Like, you see that bitch?
Right.
I know.
Look at his busted ass bitch.
He's so stupid.
No man where I talk bad about a next girl or they don't have,
Now, are you okay with getting your pussy eaten?
Yes, absolutely. Okay. Right? No.
Where you at?
Right now.
Just because it was so taboo.
But I just told you it's a fantasy of mine.
But it happens because you said fantasy.
No, I've had it before.
Okay,
but
because you just said fantasy.
Is having it real,
like
tongue down, lift me up, ice cream,
soul.
the yes.
Okay. And what about
maybe one or 2 man?
And what about your ass eating and everything too?
Me no go to ass part there.
I think ass eating is overrated. I think it's overrated.
Oh, you've had it before?
Yeah, and I think it's overrated.
You had it before where the man eat your ass?
Yes, absolutely.
And
multiple
he put
times.
his tongue inside.
And sometimes that spit slide down the ass crack.
But I go, what? We not broke me off.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
That's normal.
So when you having it, you don't feel to fart?
No.
Right?
No.
Like, don't come back up and kiss me.
I know.
A butt queef.
No.
No. What it feels like.
It don't feel as good as people make it seem. That's why I said it's overrated.
Yeah.
Like, stick to the clit. No need to go back there.
And it was it like a personal man? You want him kiss you up after, like, or it's just a flirt and then that's it. I can't say my personal man.
I've had it happen in both scenarios where it was just like a fling and I was like not kissing him, but I've also had it happen with like my man and I definitely went in for the kiss.
But the freaky body.
I mean, I trust my body in all parts of it at all times of the day. Okay?
What about a finger in your ass while you're having sex? No one's ever tried that?
I prefer a thumb over a tongue in my ass.
You say what?
I would prefer a man to put his thumb in my ass over his tongue in my ass.
The bowling ball.
I'm going to get a better sensation out of him using his thumb.
The bowling ball? What that?
Because you know how you put the bowling
you hold the bowling ball with your... That face.
You said something.
No, that's why I'm never single because I'm looking
so no one's ever tried to put
because I told my friend, I said to Vida all the time, we not gonna have no man because them man, the girls them, I do the things them. These are the things that's happening outside.
I believe no one's ever tried that. No one's ever tried to put their...
I've not been in a lot of relationship, to be honest. I've not had a lot of, sexual things going on, experiences. I'm not experienced.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when it comes down to
shit you talk
one of my ex-boyfriend, he brought it up the other day. He was like, "You with your boo?" I said, first of all, actually, it was my sister who'd made me realize, and I thought about it, and I was like, she's right. I've been coming to America for almost 20 years, and my ex-boyfriend that I broke up with, he was from Philly.
Mm-hmm.
He
was from Philly.
Oh, you're from Philly too? Mm-hmm. Yeah, big up. And he was like the first man me ever date in the entire America.
Oh, wow.
From Philly.
Like real relationship.
Like for the past 20 years, I've been coming here doing shows and meeting how many people and promoters. I'm very cocky, I'm hype and classy, like me just feisty and like cause people, I just feel like I don't go, he's the first relationship and the first man I've ever had sex with in the entire America for the past 20 years.
Wow. Do you remember the first time you ever had an orgasm?
Of course. Yeah.
Was it from intercourse?
I would say so, yeah.
You would say so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I've had multiple orgasms before.
Okay.
He used to take me there. He takes me to a place.
The Philly guy? Okay.
The Philly guy and our next guy. Our next secret guy.
She said he takes me to that place.
He takes me to a place.
Yes, ma'am.
She's thinking about it right now.
I know.
Now, was it taboo to masturbate for you, like growing up? Like to play with yourself? Was that ever an issue?
So I used to play with myself, but when I got older and I found out what comes with it, I stopped.
What comes with it?
Yeah. I don't want people to think I'm crazy.
No, we want to know.
But it's there. When you masturbate, you're having sex with a sex demon, like,
Really? I never heard that.
Pull it up on your phone. It's a sex demon called Incubus. Incubus and Succubus. So you have a male sex demon and a female sex demon.
Okay.
So when you masturbate, you're having sex with a male sex demon.
Wow.
What's wrong with that?
It also will be in a relationship with you and cause problem in your actual relationship.
Is that
demon
what I'm
masturbation?
Well, I'm not having a problem
you
in my actual
masturbate a
relationship, but
lot?
I masturbate a lot.
Yeah, my love. You have to look about them.
Oh, here we
something
go.
and
It's
read.
on Twitter. Masturbation is sex with demons. It defiles and destroys
Direct
your
path
body.
to Satan and sex.
I think you could find anything you want to find on the internet, though, because we could find the exact opposite.
No, but if you Google and
what
stuff,
about a sex angel?
sex angel.
Well,
I read up on it a lot. So I'm a big on reader. Read up on it. It's called Incubus and Succubus or something like that.
I'm so interested in this now.
I feel like I've seen some incubus and succubus porn.
Succubus, yeah, it's a sex demon that really literally will have sex with you, fall in love with you, everything, and it will mash up your relationship. So when your man have sex with you, it causes
because it get jealous.
Yes, it says masturbating really open
and then
a
you
doorway.
and the man can't get along and stuff like that, because you're in a relationship with a demon.
So what I'm supposed to do?
So you masturbate?
So I ain't got no man.
Me and my boyfriend spend a lot of time apart because I travel for work, he travels for work, so we don't really get to see each other as much as we should. And I masturbate a lot, like thinking about him.
My love a dopey I have sex with.
I'm not
But now she's interested.
They're saying
She's
that
like, forget about the interview.
They're saying it's superstitious. And they said that there's a rather juicy description of a woman masturbating in Song of Songs in the Bible. She does not get into trouble for it. They said, ask the person who told you that to provide book, chapter, and verse. If they can't do it, call them a Pharisee.
I'm
See? Go ahead and masturbate. It's fine.
No. I'm not doing it.
I'm read up on it because I'm interested now. I read.
I do know that, like, I guess because I haven't been in a relationship in a minute, like after masturbating, going to a guy,
single?
After I thought it was because the same thing, because I'm not as sexually experienced as I would like to be, and I feel like because I don't do certain things, like you said, like I'm like, no, I don't do that. And my friends,
but you just said you suck and
not I suck. But I don't. It's
she
not
sucks
something
at
I do.
Oh, you suck, but you don't suck.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
She'll do it, but she ain't doing it.
But I ain't doing it. Like if I ain't gotta do it, I ain't gonna do it.
I want to do it.
There's other things that you can do sexually in a relationship. If you're not doing oral sex, there's so many other things you can do to spice up a relationship. You can't have sex with your man. Like you have to change up the lifestyle. Instead of having sex on the bed, you have sex under the bed. Have sex in the tree,
under the bed,
car trunk, in the pantry, on the stairs.
She did sex in the trunk.
This is what I'm saying. In the car.
I mean, I have guys that but I do, like, even being on the show, I've learned so many things that I can't wait to find the one that I want to go ahead and start having these experiences with. But my friends do tell me that they're like, girl, you're gonna be single forever. You don't do what? That's why you ain't got a man. I'm like, what?
Them money I get the freaky things from the girl.
Bring me my man
But
yet.
now, what if you're dating somebody? It's a long distance relationship. You're on the road all the time. You can't get on FaceTime and masturbate.
I don't. No, it's not a
Together?
thing for me.
What if he masturbates on, like, while he's talking to you? Is that okay, or is that a demon for him too?
It's a demon for him too, but I mean, it's not something that I like. It doesn't. I'm not fond of that. I feel like it's all about being able to not want to have sex when you're not there is important, because that will also lead them to stray. Because how long them I go visit Annie Palmer? one day they're gonna get fed up and want the real thing. So if they're not able to have self-control, it's a big thing for me. So if I leave you like a week or 2 weeks and you're acting like, oh, let's masturbate over the phone, you have that urge.
Well, that might mean he just misses you. Wouldn't you rather him masturbate on the phone with you?
But
if
you misses me, you gotta wait for me. You know? You wanting to do all of that, it's gonna lead you. One day you're gonna want to have sex with a girl. So you have to have that self-control day. You need to stop doing that with your man. So he waits for you.
Girl. No, girl. We'll talk off camera.
Okay. Do you fall asleep after sex? Like, are you exhausted or are you more energized?
No, I'm more energized. He falls asleep. I'm more energized.
Opposite.
Yeah, but he falls asleep.
I feel like that too. Guys be passed out afterward. And I feel like I want to get up and clean the house.
That's me. That's all me. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know. Something wrong with us.
It depends the night though.
Yeah, if it's late at night and I'm tired already.
Right.
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
What do you think is a good amount of time to have sex a week, like in a relationship?
Oh, baby, that's our next problem with my relationship, because I don't like a lot of sex for the week. I don't know if it's because I'm so exhausted sometimes.
Yeah, you work
always
a lot.
Working. I work a lot, but sometimes he wants, and I'm like, we just did it. So that's also a problem for me too. I feel like 2 times, 3 times.
2 or 3 times a week?
Yes.
Shit.
I mean, if you travel every day, if you're traveling a lot and you already don't want him masturbating him, you better give him that pussy every day of the week.
That's what he said. He's gonna clap. If he ever watches this, he gonna clap when you say that.
Yeah, because if you are busy, you're working, you can masturbate, everything you're doing, he deserves to get fucked every day.
I know. It's hard for fucking my name big. Everything about it big. Yeah.
Does it? Do you feel like when you haven't had sex with him for a while because you've been on the road and then you come back, that it's like snap back and you got to stretch it back out? You know how a guy can tell it's tight.
What happens is when we have sex, then it becomes like tender. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I feel like I need to cool it down a little bit, because I have a song called Cool Down, but you don't want to wait. You want to go back into the same tender feeling that I'm having. Mm-hmm. So it's a pleasure for you now, not me.
Yeah.
We make sacrifices
to bring it back
though.
Together.
Yeah, we make sacrifices. Sometimes like I might not feel like having sex, but you know, you're like, okay. And then I'll get in the mood for it. Just in my head, I don't want to do it. But then once we start, because guys have to learn how to do that too. Like, don't just try to have sex. You got to
ease love.
Make love.
Foreplay.
You got to make us want it.
Yeah. That's like you trying to ram in there and you trying to spit. No, make me wet. Trying to put all this
spit some of that.
And do all of that. Like, no.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
I don't like that spit thing there.
Yes. How about you play with it?
If you spit on the pussy, that's lazy. That you got to get it wet on your own.
You don't want no man spit by me.
Yeah, I'm like,
you know what? Nobody do it
at all.
I don't know. Like, you Africa broke me up, but
I'm not gonna lie.
There's a lot of things I'm like,
I've stopped. Like, baby, just stop. It's not there. Like, it's not happening. Like, I can't.
You've done that?
Yes.
Baby, stop. It's not there.
Like, because it's like, you know, I don't want to, but I'm like, okay, let's just go. But then after a while, and it's just, I'm like, okay, I'm just,
a lot of men don't know how to
turn
us on. A lot of men, they don't know how
to foreplay.
They think they can just tweak
They
nipple.
feel like when they come to you to have sex, you just got to be ready. They don't know how to touch you.
And warm up the oven.
And a lot of men, you know what I hate sometimes? When a man is probably coming on and you're like, no, stop. And he stop. Nigga.
Yeah,
the no means do more. Like, no, but I'm telling you, yes.
Right.
Keep going. And, play with me. Are you sure you don't want this?
Kiss, do
Let
this,
me want it.
Yeah.
You know what I love? When a man knows you're about to come and he, like, when they know. Some men can't tell. You know. But when they know, like, you're about to come and then they just do something I'm like, oh my God.
It's a connection.
Just don't switch up the rhythm when I'm about to come. Because that's fuck it all up.
Let's make me squirt. You squirt before, right?
And then they hit that one spot right there.
I've never squirted.
You never squirted?
Mm-mm.
What about?
Yes.
Oh, but you know I look a thing eye too.
Yes. That's
you know, look bigger too.
So you squirted, Spice?
Not yet.
Oh, okay, good. So we're here. Huh? I said, so we're here together. Yeah. Okay.
But you know what? Hearing all of this and watching your performance,
a lot of people think that.
I'm like,
right.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people think that.
The false advertising.
They feel like, oh, she like having sex. She's a sex maniac. Da 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 da.
Not a sex maniac, but you know. I wouldn't say that, but we would think that you're very like you would want to with your man have sex every day and all of that.
Not every day.
So how can a guy talk to you now if he wants to approach you? Like, what's the best way to get your attention?
Well, see, that's another thing too. A lot of guys that's trying to get my attention, they go big. And they're trying to...
I thought big is good.
You know, big meaning that ego thing, like Spice and me for this and I got this. Like, I don't look out for that. If I go into the room and all the guys, they're doing a lot and they're acting up, I'm going to look for the quiet one that's not talking.
Okay. We like that. The cool. He's usually the
quiet, right?
Chill.
The vibes.
That's the confident one.
What about other artists? Do like a lot of guys...
I've never dated an artist before.
Do they try though?
A lot of times. Like, yeah.
Why do you think you haven't?
I think so. I've been in the business since I was about 15 years old, and you know, I've always been with like artists, guys promoting, performing, and stuff like that. So I think becoming no artist stay, and them always want to have multiple girls. I mean, you know, that's something there. I don't want to date an artist because not that every artist cheats and every artist have multiple women, but I feel like it's a lifestyle that goes with them that I'm not happy to be a part of.
Okay.
I completely understand that.
Right. And then they'll probably be, it could go one of two ways. They're either more understanding of what it is that you do when you perform.
Right.
Or they don't like it.
They don't like it.
And yeah. And guys
But
have
I've never
bigger
dated
egos.
an artist before.
If you dated an artist and he was doing what you do on stage, would you have a problem with it?
No.
Because you understand.
Because I understand.
It's entertainment.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. Well, Spice, I know it's New York Fashion Week. I know you are out and about, and they said that you had a limited amount of time, and they're telling us you have to go. But you know we love you.
Thank you.
Even
I
more
love
now.
all y'all. I love all y'all too. Thank you. Emancipated is the name of the album. It's out now. Keep streaming, buying, support. You know it went #1, but I want to keep it up there in the charts.
There.
So keep buying Emancipated.
Yes,
Thank you for having me.
And next time she's gonna have done some of these things that she says she doesn't do.
You gonna brought me? You gonna?
I'm gonna take you to. We gonna go to Club Rain. Shout out to my guys at Rain. I'm bringing Spice. We saying it now. We bringing it. We bringing it for
get
clap,
that booty
clap,
hole
clap,
emancipated.
Yeah, we gonna get the clap challenge jumping off at Rain Atlanta. Stay tuned.
They're gonna measure the dick. You'll get a free lunch.
Yes.
Measure long to the number pan the tape. Measure. I can't see it. She said measurement. With the length pan the tape. Measurement. Tape. Measure long to the number pan the tape. But if you more than 230 millimeter, if you want enter in a me middle center, body edit of the big round perimeter, long like.
Yes.
Look at her looking at the number.
Right. This the average right here, guys.
Yep. 5.5.
Let's close with the number. I'm closing with 9.
Okay, yours is 9. Is that the perfect size?
Yeah, let's close with a number.
Oh my God. I'm gonna go with 8.
I'm gonna say.
Be careful what you ask for, because you said you were okay with 5.
I don't want that, but I can do it.
I'm going with 9. What are you closing
I'm
with?
going with 7.5. I'll go to 8.5, but you gotta be gentle. You can't just ram.
No, my love. Now go with 9.
I'll go with 7.
Okay, what are you going with?
I'm going with 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, guys. We're gonna have so many dick pics.
Oh my God.
With measuring tapes.
The amount of measuring tape dick pics that's about to come to our inbox
I used
is
to have
going to
an
be.
email for that, remember?
Yes.
prettydickswag@gmail.
Oh, really?
In case y'all want to get y'all measuring tapes out and send in y'all dick pics.
If we see any nice ones, we'll forward it to you.
Right.
Okay.
But it got to be at least 9.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, guys?
Gotta be above 7.5.
It's got to be clean, no schmegma, no dried up skin or nothing like that.
Smell good. Have to wash good. And the balls can't sour.
She made a face like she could smell it. All right. Thank you, Spice. It's good service.
Yes.